What is up guys, Cardog here, and today I'm here with another Digimon deck profile. Today we'll be going over the Slyphimon deck from BT-16. So without further ado, let's get right into deck profile. The deck is pretty fun to play. I think it's actually pretty strong, and if you can get your combo pieces out, you can go for a quick finish. But yeah, let's go over the Digimon deck first. So first up, we are going to be running 4 of the Wormmon from BT-16. So whenever you attack and you have a 2-color, and this is a 2-color Digimon, you can pop something 2k or less. Mainly I'm running Wormmon just because this deck does run a lot of DP deduction, so getting them down to a 2000 DP threshold is not actually that hard. So yeah, we're running the Wormmons for that case, and it's just good for good against decks that go wide. So I think it's quite nice. Next, for the level 6s, we are going to be running 4 of the Slyphimon Ace. So this card on play and on Digivolving, you can give all your opponent's Digimon minus 5,000 power for the turn. And then when this card is removed, when a card is removed from a security stack, you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 8,000 DP or less. And if you didn't delete, you can get one security check instead. So pretty good. It works on both turns. So an opponent does attack into your security, and they do have the DP deduction, you can pop something originally 12k or less. So it's pretty good, or 13k or less, sorry. So it is pretty good. Of course, there are a lot of Digimon that can buff their DPs, but for decks that can't, it can be pretty devastating. So I quite like the Slyphimon Ace for that reason. It's pretty good offensively and defensively, so pretty nice. Next, for the other level 6s, we are running 2 of the Digimon from EX5. So on evolution and on attack, you can pop something 6k or less, or Deva. We're not running Deva, so that's not too much to worry about. And if you did, you can get +1 security check. We're running this just because it is another Ace Digimon that is dual color, so you can search it with most of the cards in this deck. And then on deletion, you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the highest DP, which is not bad. So we're running a full Ace lineup for level 6s just because I didn't find anything too useful in the card pool right now that has dual color, that's red or yellow. So I opted to run this. I was trying to run some monocolor level 6s, but they were not as consistent just because they aren't as searchable. So I opted to run a full dual color level 6 lineup instead. But we are running the 1-up Omnimon. I know it's super inconsistent to run this, but it does come in handy. Sometimes you don't always need it, but sometimes you can catch your opponent off guard just by going to game with this one. They might think they have one more turn to live, but sorry, Blitz. So pretty good. Alright, next for the level 5s, we are running 4 of the new Slyphimon from BT-16. So this one is Slyphimon. I think it's just not as great, but it's still pretty good. On Digivolving, you can delete some. You can give something minus 7,000 DP, and when Digivolving and when attacking, you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4k or less. So it is not once per turn. So if you Digivolve, you can delete something, and then when you attack, you can delete something. So it's pretty good. I wish it did a little bit more than 7k, because I think being 8k is just a lot sweeter. But since the Slyphimon does let you reduce another 5k, I think it's okay. But I think outright just giving minus 8k would have been a little bit nicer. And it's got partition for its inherent skill, so it gives you a little bit more survivability. And next, we're running 4 of the old Slyphimon. So one of your Digimon gets, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 5 on DP, and then if you D&D Digivolve, you can delete something 5k or less. That's great. But with the level 4s, we're running 4 of the Harpon. So it's got Armor Purge, And when this card checks a opponent's security, if you have 3 or more security cards, you get 1 memory, and if you have 2 or fewer, you can recover 1. So I think this is a really good card. I think this is one of the best cards in the deck, just because you can recover, which helps, and gaining memory also is pretty good for a turn extender. So I think Harpon is pretty good. I think all the new Armor Purge cards, most of them are pretty good, but Harpon is a standout for me. So I think it really helps out the deck, especially being a yellow and red. So it just lets you go into your Slyphimon a lot easier. Next, for the level 4 running 4 of the Slyphimon. So this has jamming, and on play and on evolution, you can delete something 3k or less. And the Hero skill lets you rest something when you attack. I think that's actually pretty important. So pretty good. Jamming actually really helps. You can go for a cheap shot. Next, for the other level 4 running 4 of the Gatomon. So on play and evolution, you can discard a card from your hand, and then you can grab a 2-colored purple or red card, level 6 or less, and grab it back to your hand. So Gatomon is really good for just getting pieces back to your hand. So running 4 of those. For level 3s, we're running 4 of the new Harpon. Whenever one of your other Digimon would Digivolve, that's free or yellow, you can get +1 memory. So it's pretty good. And then the Hero skill also lets you rest 1 when you attack, so not bad. It just stops blockers, so that's pretty nice. Next, we're running 4 of the Harpon from the movie, the Promo Harpon. So you can, on play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add a red-yellow dual color card, and a Tamer with Yole in its name, and put the rest at the bottom. So we're running quite a few Yoles, so I think this is pretty good. And the Hero skill just lets you progress when it's on your opponent's turn. So when you reach your opponent's turn, so lets you do a little bit more. Pretty good. And we're running 2 of the Harpon from BT-8. This one is on play. Search top 4 and grab a dual color red card. So it's not as great as this Harpon, but it still has its purpose. So running 2 of those for that reason. And for round out our level 3s, we're going to be running 4 of the Plotmon from BT-16. So it's got a main phase skill and a play skill. It's the same skill, but it's pretty much the Wormmon it's pretty much the Wormmon of the deck. So you can Digivolve into a Holy Beast, I believe, or a free card that's level 4 for 1 cost less. So you can Digivolve into one of your armor cards or a Gatomon from your trash. So pretty good. I think this is pretty good. I think all the effects are pretty good. And then on your turn, all your opponent's security gets minus 3,000. So makes your Digimon a little bit more tanky, just that you don't have to worry about crashing as much. Although it will still happen, just because if you are attacking with your lower end Digimon, the chances of you crashing is still pretty high. But I think it's better than nothing. So running 4 of those. And next we're moving on to the Tamers. So this deck does run a few Tamers, and it's got a few new options to run. So we're going to go over them now. So running 3 of the Jolie and Kairis. So pretty much the same as the Ken and Davis. You can play a Harpon or a Slyphimon from your hand during your main phase, and then at the end of a opponent's turn, it bounces back to the hand. And then on your turn, when you would Digivolve a red or yellow Digimon, you can rest this Tamer to get 1 memory back. And if you do use Progress, you can minus 3,000. So this is one of the things that really help out the Slyphimons. Minusing another 3k will definitely put a lot of things into the threshold. So that's pretty good for that reason, and I think you can bump this bump those up to 4 if you want. But I think 3 is fine for now. If I find myself not drawing them to him later on, I probably will bump up to 4, but 3 is fine for now. And they do stack, so you can potentially get rid of a really big Digimon with this. So pretty good. And next we're also running 3 of the Yole from the movie. So at the beginning of the main phase, if you have a free type Digimon, you can get +1 memory. And then on play, you can activate one of the following effects, which is one of your Harpon can Digivolve for free into Aquilomon. Sorry, one of your Digimon can Digivolve into Aquilomon for free. And then the other effect is you can play a Harpon without paying its cost on play. So pretty much the same as the other ones we've got so far. So I think it's really nice, especially if you crash this into security. You pretty much get a free search out if you play the search Harpon, and you have a Harpon to use on your next turn. And it's just free memory afterwards. It's the same thing I said about Davis, so I think it's pretty good for that reason. So those are the Tamers. Next for the options, we're running 2 of the B-Storm Dance of Love. So this card is a 3-cost option. It lets you play a Aquilomon or a Gatomon for your hand without paying its cost, and then 2 of your Digimon may DNA Digivolve into a card from your hand. Then the DNA Digivolve Digimon gets +1 security check and can attack the player. So you can pretty much just blitz your opponent with this, which is pretty amazing. And then pretty much afterwards, you're just going to set up for your Valkymon. So I think this is pretty nice. We're not running that many Aquilomon and Gatomons, and that's why we're running 2 only. But if you're running more, I think some decks or some players will like to run more of the Aquilomons, because there are a few Aquilomons they can run. Also, you might bump this up to 3, but I think 2 is fine. And for the last option, we are going to be running one of the Sunrise Buster. So this lets you play a red or yellow Tamer from Hammer free, and then you can DP reduce 3000 for every red or yellow Tamer you have on the board. So that's pretty much the whole deck. As you can see, I'm not running any red memory boost or red trainings. I think the deck space is kind of tight, so I'm not running it for that reason. Also, I think Yole sort of runs, fills in the position of the red memory boost, being 3 costs, and most of the time you will be slapping down a Hawkmon. So for that reason, I'm not running the memory boost, but you can definitely cut out some cards if you want to lower the consistency. Like you can bump some of the numbers down by a card, and then you can mix space for the red memory boost or training. Trainings I don't think are that great for Juggers decks, just because you would be Digimon for free, but I think you will still be able to make use of the memory boost. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this deck. It's pretty fun to play. Yeah, I think it's a really combo wombo deck. Like, a lot of cards don't seem super strong on paper, but combo with some of the cards in this deck, they really work really well, which I think is pretty fun. But it does take a little bit of a setup in order for you to go off. So yeah, it takes a little bit more skill to play, I think. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this deck, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry if I sound a little bit down. I think I'm a bit sick right now. I'm on meds, so I'm not 100%. But hopefully after the weekend, I'll be fully recovered, and I'll be running. I'll be doing the rest of the deck profiles for BT-16 hopefully before EX6 comes out. But I'm actually really excited for EX6. I think I'm more excited for EX6 than I was for BT-16. So I'll probably be putting out deck profile faster for that set. But yeah, up next is probably going to be either the Lotmon Alliance deck, or the Shakomon deck. Probably put up a poll so you guys vote. I think there's some other decks that I haven't done yet. I haven't updated my Phoenixmon Rush. But yeah, if you guys want to see anything else, feel free to leave a comment below. I'll try to make that profile on it if I can. I think Ukumon Rush is also something that I might look into. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this book. That's pretty much it for this deck pull, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you guys want to support the channel, feel free to use the affiliate links down below. But that's Card Haku, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!